I just want to talk about your experience on the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Again, I told you I'm a major fan of that space. Andrew Schulz, I think he would also be self-proclaimed not a music person.
For sure.
Based on what I've heard.
Absolutely.
He said Taylor Swift was above Beyonce. I was like, bro.
So,
Complete bias.
what's your experience like working over there on the Brilliant Idiots? I'm sure it's a little bit different from the Breakfast Club and even Rotation. What's that like?
Yeah, Brilliant Idiots. I gotta say, because Brilliant Idiots is like barbershop talk, you know? So for me, I was like in college, one of my ex was like a really big Brilliant Idiots fan. He would always be like, yo, you need to listen to these guys. They're crazy. They're so funny, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah, no thank you, whatever. Then was no thank you. Like I heard a little bit and it was so...
Oh, he hates that podcast now.
I'm also not like...
He hates that podcast.
Look at you now.
She was like,
This is why I'm saying
They lost a listener because of you. How do you feel about that?
God is so great.
Yeah.
Look at the type of things God does. Like,
okay, all right. Nonetheless, I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't get me in trouble. But, okay. Where am I going with this? So I really wasn't familiar with how big their fan base really was. Mm-hmm. But even down to this is probably the first year where people were recognizing me from other things. But
this can't be the first year. I feel like your face has always been like out there.
For the past 6 years, people have been like, yo, you're Nyla from Brilliant Idiots. And I'm like, damn, am I Nyla from Brilliant? Yeah. I've been on Brilliant Idiots probably like 5 times.
Yeah.
So the fact that people be like, you're Nyla from Brilliant Idiots kind of blows my mind. But what I will say I like about Brilliant Idiots is that it definitely feels like iron sharpens iron because they have taught me how to be really, really witty and on my feet.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't...
Especially in this space.
Yeah, that was not my strong suit.
That's how I feel when I'm a Jesus and Meryl super fan, and I would just like have a marathon, but like I would watch their like back and forth banter like just for like hours, and then I would notice like when I'm talking to my friends the next day, I like picked it up, so I get exactly what you're saying.
And I love that. I really, really love that, but I think it's just so misogynistic, you know. Like I feel like when I go on there, I just have to like.
This is such a typical
the
question.
Fan base is misogynistic, or
the fan base and the boys.
Okay,
Charlamagne's gotten better.
Can I say something? Because I feel like as women, when we hear those types of comments, we're like, "What the fuck? That was mad fucked up." But to men,
it's hilarious.
No, not you guys. Not, like shows like that, like certain things, and like I feel like when men it hits their ears, they're like, okay, whatever. Like it was very casual for them, but for us, we're just like, that was so like fucking rude. And so like this is such a typical question, but like how is it like, because you're around a bunch of men, music industry, but like I feel like if you're the only girl in the room, sometimes like you just need another girl to like,
for sure. That's why I said Angie. I didn't understand Angie when I was first working with her. Like I'm like, why is she so hard? Like why is she being like that? But now I understand you have to do that as a woman to get the respect because these niggas is nasty and crazy. You know what I mean? But I think when it comes to like Brilliant Idiots, I understand their humor. Like, I understand their personality. So I'm not offended or anything like that. Like, I'll laugh, but I also will be like, all right, that's funny, but yeah, nigga, get it together. You know what I mean? Like,
and that adds to the show, though.
Because you don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but like, you're like...
Do you ever feel bad for Taylor?
Yo, they be OD.
They go crazy. I'll be empathizing for Taylor.
They do that to Taylor all the time. I feel like Taylor likes it. I think.
Okay.
I won't. No, she doesn't. She really do be mad, but I don't. She's still there, so you must. It has to
get used to it. Like she'll be fine.
Got it.
I don't know. It's been a long time. Y'all need to.
But you said she likes it though. So
leave Tay alone, man. Taylor's great. I
don't know. Really,
the Oompa Loompa jokes be getting me though. Like I be trying
they
not to laugh.
Oompa Loompa?
Yeah, they be calling her Oompa Loompa.
That's not
guys. We can't do that.
That's not.
But I will say,
we can't do that. 2023.
I will say some of my favorite moments is when Taylor claps back.
I was just about to say that.
She will clap the fuck back.
When she start turning up and she just can't breathe no more because she just been torturing their ass up, I'd be like, yeah, Tay. Fuck them up. Yeah, Tay. You too. I like when you do that because even though their viewership is probably largely men, it's important to have another perspective in the room that's going at them, which makes them open up as to why they're speaking and they feel the way they feel.
Their comment section is so nasty, man.
It is.
They be like, it either be like, she look good, but I don't want her to talk. Or like they're just
niggas be making us look bad, bro. I don't like that.
They do.
Yeah, I will say I was not referring to
y'all
them.
would act too if y'all wasn't in the roles that y'all are in.
What do you mean?
Like if you guys weren't in the limelight, you would probably be the same way. If you had a regular job,
they would act like what? They would act like what?
They would be commenting on shit online. Like
I'll tell you. No, these guys. I have to defend them. I have to defend them. Like They are not like that. Like they're definitely just like they're not incels.
They're anti-incel.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
At least these.
When I see those niggas, I want to beat them up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why we get along.
For real.
Okay,
like, he like women. These niggas don't be liking women.
Yo, they really don't be liking women. That is a fact.
We enjoy women.
But it's so funny because you can see the difference between like Charla's fan base and Schulz's.
What's the difference?
You can just tell in the comments. There's a difference.
Who's his fan? Okay.
Yeah,
like a certain type of person.
Certain things they resonate with, like certain things they like.
They comment
things they
about.
Don't like.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I'd be like, damn. Like when Schulz is not there, the comments versus when he is there.
They're different.
Very different.
I haven't paid attention to that. Even as a fan, I haven't
even
really.
In the Reddit, the Reddit for Brilliant Idiots is crazy.
The Reddit is a lot.
Actually, Brilliant Idiots is the only reason why I have Reddit on my phone is to see what be going on.
It's entertaining though.
And the Joe Budden podcast is the reason why I have Reddit.
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I haven't checked that.
It got dangerous.
I don't think I want to.
It's a lot.